My name is Daisy Estrada. I am 16 years old and I am a young pro-life woman. I attend Classical High School, which is ironically across Planned Parenthood, which I say ironically because the majority of these high schoolers are under 18. So how do we expect them to go to Planned Parenthood, arms open, but they don't even have the parental consent? So it makes no sense to me. But I am not only here to speak for those babies that have no voice, but for all the women whose voices are being misheard and eventually their actions being misguided. The first thing that comes to mind when speaking about abortion is feminism. And I just want to make a clear thought that the exact definition of feminism is a range of political movements, ideologies, and social movements that share a common goal: to define, establish, and achieve political, economic, personal, and social equality of all sexes. In this definition is included the ideas of non-discrimination, nonviolence, and justice for all. And these include those babies in the womb, which although they have no voice to speak out, they deserve the exact equality as everyone else. And this is where the typical argument comes in. It is my body, my choice. But I have to say that it is not your body. It is the body of another human being with a different DNA as you. And it is undeniably a human, for at the moment of conception, that baby has the 46 chromosomes that is needed for him or her to be identified as a human being. And by 8 weeks of gestation, the baby has all its organs, yet a first trimester abortion is usually performed between 10 to 12 weeks of gestation. But this is apparently not about when life begins, but whether you have the heart to give that baby his or her legal recognition and dignity as a human being. But the baby is not the only victim here, it is also the woman. Women are unfortunately many times forced and bullied into having an abortion out of fear of parental reaction or the reaction of their partner. This is when we realize that it is not exactly their choice, because the usual cry of women that have an abortion is, "I had no choice." So what are we doing here to help them? Just by saying murder is okay? We are here bringing this bill into recognition, into consideration for what? For the 92% of purely elected abortions that are for emotional reasons or for unresponsible actions. For only 0.5% of these abortions are because of rape, and only 7% are because of health reasons. So we are here considering this bill because of rape, but let me tell you that the trauma of an abortion is much greater for the woman. About 50 to 80% of women that have an abortion suffer mild to severe psychological trauma. If we do not demand the death penalty for the criminal of the rape, how do we dare come and kill the victim in the womb? 1.5 million abortions are performed a year. 1.5 million murders of innocent human beings. Think about that. And to conclude the statement, I know that there are mixed feelings, thoughts, doubts in this room about this bill. And I know that there is a voice deep inside of each and every one of you that is telling you that this bill is wrong. Now the question is whether you will listen to it, like all those voices that are currently not being heard, and instead being ripped apart, piece by piece. Thank you.
Thank you. Senator Lombard.
Just from one classical alum to a classical student, I want to repeat what I'm saying. The future is very bright, irrespective of where we fall on this. Now it's 3:30. Get home, young lady.
I know, right?
School starts in like an hour, so
I know,
you may
gotta
want to
run.
get home and get ready.
Thank you.